All right, everybody, welcome. The title of this show is Fmla Retaliation lawsuit filed after wrongful termination. Bank sued for firing employee after leave. Was her protected leave the reason for the termination? Today is Wednesday, June 11th, 2025, and this is the employment file. And let's take a look at this lawsuit. So this lawsuit was filed, it's a couple years old, but it's a very good example. It's filed in the United States District Court of the Southern District of Ohio. And this is the plaintiff, and this is the defendant. This bank is the defendant. And the complaint says that the employee was fired because of FMLA violation. But let's read through that. So the employee was the plaintiff was an employee of the defendant, and let's take a look at some of the factual allegations. She was hired by defendant in August 9, 2005. She remained employed until termination February 10th, 2020. I mean, it looks like this person has been a long-term employee, and her role was she was a senior specialist 3 in the consumer and community banking section, and she worked as an executive office senior specialist, and then for years 2015 to 2018 she received reviews that met or exceeded expectations. Seems like she was a pretty good employee. She received annual raises, and then she was not provided any negative feedback or any performance improvement plan. And then in 2019, the plaintiff requested and approved for leave pursuant to FMLA. And then she was suffering from personal mental health issues and needed treatment. She returned from approved FMLA leave October 23rd, 2019. And the defendant refused to engage in interactive process. And the plaintiff continued to reach out to defendant, even sought an accommodation from her manager, but the plaintiff did not receive an accommodation for her disability. Just after 7 weeks after returning, plaintiff was placed on a performance improvement plan. The performance improvement plan. Plaintiff was unable to maintain and move her files. So the PIP, the performance improvement plan, provided that the plaintiff needed to improve her performance or be terminated. And then plaintiff was given a written warning for the same reason she was placed on the PIP. And then finally in 2020, she was terminated. So here are the counts for what they're asking for is the FMLA retaliation, where they say that you really have to do a comparison. They're saying that similar situated employees who did not use FMLA were not terminated. Plaintiff was terminated due to her use of FMLA, and she was entitled to the FMLA. There's FMLA interference, and then there's also failure to accommodate. Basically, they didn't. They failed to participate in the interactive process where it's going back and forth between the employee and the employer regarding the accommodation. All right, so that's one case. I think let's just take a look at the what happened with this case. Is that eventually, it looks like it got settled because it looks like there was a joint stipulation for dismissal. And again, most employment cases settle for, it's pretty low. I mean, like 20,000, maybe 15,000 after taxes, pretty much nothing. So anyway, thanks